Hey, stupid asshole who's been reduced to reviewing potato chips online for a living here again with another exciting bag of fucking potato chips to discuss. This is the second episode in what I'm calling the Tomato Run, which is a subset of this ongoing program where we review all the tomato-themed potato chips that we happen to have come across in our latest expeditions. And today's entry comes from Lay's, India. It's called Spanish Tomato Tango, although from what I understand it takes two to tango, and I'm here all by myself, so I don't really know what the fuck's gonna happen. And I also have some pretty low expectations for these chips, but nevertheless, there's some interesting things to unpack here. First and foremost, this is the first bag of chips that I've ever had from India in my wanderings here in New York City to acquire as many bags of unusual potato chips as I can possibly find. And I've been going into every little random store that in my mind possibly could have imported potato chips, and I remembered that there's this little cab stand on East Houston Street over here in the East Village called Punjabi, which has been there forever. It's this little hole-in-the-wall, little 24-hour little Indian food spot where all the cab drivers go, and if you haven't been there at the end of a night partying in the East Village, standing shoulder to shoulder with some cab driver shoveling chickpeas and spinach in your face, then you haven't really ever gone out in the East Village before. And as I haven't actually eaten there in a while, and as I recall, they did have a lot of snack foods there and a couple of bags of potato chips. So I went over there to check it out, and lo and behold, they did have quite a selection of imported potato chips. Regrettably, the flavors were not all that exciting. They were definitely from India. You can see this is a bag from India because it has the little rupee symbol here next to the price. I don't exactly know what the exchange rate on the Indian rupee is, but I'm gonna guess that these were probably not very expensive. But all the other flavors, except one bag of chips, which we'll get to later on, was any sort of Indian flavor. Everything else was just sort of like regular American fare. So I didn't buy any of them. I just bought the Spanish Tomato Tango because I thought it was, I've never heard of this fucking flavor before, and my research tells me that it is an exclusive Lay's India flavor, and it's just funny to me how, like when these Asian countries try to like put their little take or their interpretation on like European food as if like, ooh, how can we sell exotic and faraway Spain to the Indian population? Ooh, let's call it Tomato Tango because, as you know, everybody in Spain does nothing but the fucking tango all goddamn day. Another notable thing about this is that it says up here 30% more chips. And this is a pretty fucking small bag of potato chips, so how big was it before they added the 30% more? And that really just got me thinking about supply chain issues and how there's just must be teams of analysts all over the world that work for Lay's that are looking at every little detail and fluctuation of currencies and just trying to figure out how to maximize profits. Because I know, like in the toy industry, for example, when you do manufacturing and you're trying to determine exactly like how thick to make the wall of a particular, interior, hollow action figure, and like the difference of like a tiny measurement that saves you like 0.01 cents, on the single figure. If you're making hundreds and thousands of units, that turns out to be a significant amount of money that you're saving just by that one tiny little small incremental change. So I'm imagining all these kind of decisions are being made all the time to figure out just exactly how many potato chips to put in every bag. And this was imported from India and wound up in my fucking grubby little hands for only $2. So I can only imagine the minimal amount of profit that was made compared to the tremendous effort that got them to me. And I'm assuming that it's going to be mediocre at best. So what the fuck is capitalism? I don't know. But anyway, enough jabbering. Let's get this bag open and get this tango started. be careful not to fuck it up. Damn, I can't get it. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, damn. Damaged the bag. I was gonna, it smells like tomatoes. Oh, it smells like fucking ketchup. I'm gonna have fucking flashbacks. All right, tomato tango. Fascinating. Thought it was gonna taste like ketchup, but to my delight and relief, these actually taste like sun-dried tomatoes, which do have a very particular taste distinct from not dried tomatoes. Lovely. What a surprise. They really committed to it. A lot of these chips, you know, they have a hint of the taste, but no. Strong, thick, ridged chip. Well, I remain delightfully surprised. Tomato tango. Here I am, tangoing here with my own dick. Enjoying these fantastic potato chips. What do you know?